came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel shows. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cause TK to let it come see it. Me and them here make it come treat it. Me and make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Young. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here is Young. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Young off the play fake. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
49 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Hines now on the return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
So maybe the bench can teach him. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Young. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Young. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this returnable for Hines. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half for Allen. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Giants 0. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Young on third down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's Young on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Young looks to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To the air once more, Young. Looking end zone for Jones. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
On for a field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Aaron Robinson, and the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
No gain on the play.
Now Young.
At the 20-yard line.
It's brought in by Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This is taken around the 12. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 64 yards. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Now Allen.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Allen to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the... Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Von Miller in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Young's pass.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
15 yards on the play. It's now 3rd and down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young. Man open. Here is Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. 1st down, Young. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
24-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here is Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A give to Harris. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So Allen's going to look to throw.
And Diggs has it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Allen going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll run again with Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Young will set to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This is Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Buffalo, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.